And good afternoon, everybody, and especially you, Destacardo, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am, and today on MMOnday, we're going to be doing Hello Kitty Island Adventures. That's right, folks, the name, you've heard of it. We're now doing... No, we're not doing it. We're doing Lord of the Rings Online, folks. As usual, we're doing Lord of the Rings Online. As you may or may not know, they're doing a rapid compression of the next couple of expansion packs, 1 month turnaround instead of a 3-month turnaround. And they're giving massive buffs over the next couple of months, so I'm going to go ahead and play Lord of the Rings Online. I've put my Star Wars just on temporary hold. I'll be going back to Star Wars The Old Republic soon enough. But I wanted to focus on Lord of the Rings Online because of what's happening right now. There's no way I'd be able to... With a one month turnaround at the rate I play, there's no way I'd be able to keep up unless I did something like this. So, and Destacardo, I'm glad you started playing again, and welcome to the stream. So we are currently in Parth Celebrant, which is in the Great River region, and we are currently exploring there. Right now, one of the big quests that we have is they want me to explore the Battle of Parth Celebrant, which happened about, I think it was 500 years ago or so, and to find out what's different between then and now and what the men of Rohan can do now that they did then in order to help beat off the Easterlings. So that's what we're going to be working on part today. That and trying to dodge a few Nazgul here and there too. Oh, I should probably reset my poll. Those are yesterday's numbers. And those are rookie numbers. Let me go ahead and get those up. Get that reset here. And looking at the calendar for today, looks like we are still in the middle of the 18th anniversary gift. You've not picked it up right now, and you've been playing all the way through. You're eligible for that. LI Reward Track Season 15 will be going on for about another, let me see, I want to say about another almost month. 22 days. And there is currently also a 25% skirmish mark boost that is in effect. And that'll be going on until the 13th when there'll be a Virtue XP boost. But let's go ahead now and, ooh, I actually got up to 70. So picked up the Sealed Tracery and the Enhancement Runes, and I'm almost up to an incomparable Tracery token at level 70 on the reward track. That's good. I'm glad. And because every day is a Hobbit's birthday, we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. So let's see what present we get today while we're standing out here in the raid. 100 Virtue XP and a Tome of Defense. I could definitely use that. And let's see, we've got Sealed Tracery Incomparable and Enhancement Runes Legendary. We'll go ahead and throw those into storage. And this is all the stuff that I'm sitting on, waiting for the next tier to open up, which will be at 85. We'll throw those into storage until I need them. All right, so we are now heading to the site of the Battle of Parth Celebrant. And we're trying to find out how to defeat the Easterlings now. What's so different between now and then, so that the men of Rohan are more prepared. As soon as I get all buffed up here. There we go. We are currently heading, yes, this is the way we want to go. We have a couple of sites that we were given to that haven't been searched at on maps. You're welcome, Destacardo. They haven't had a chance to search those sites out, so we'll go ahead and see what's out there. Should be coming up close to it. Ah, yes. The Oathbreakers. We're having to deal with the Oathbreakers again. And I now have a new deed of Shade Slayer. which is Shades Among the Great River, and it is a 100-200 deed worth 5 LOTRO points and faction with the Riders of Stangard. Wooden chest. Let's see what's in this. And a banded coffer. Very important. I need that for my scholarly research. I don't think I can kill him. I think I'm supposed to talk to him, but he's not talking to me right now. Okay, where am I supposed to go for that first spot? It's over this way, over here, right near this Oathbreaker champion that seems to be very active. Okay, well here's the first marked location. You sift through the debris near the base of the pillar, but find nothing of interest. Okay. So let's head down this way to the next one. And of course, since I'm working on the deed, I'm working on taking these out just as I get to them. Not really going out of my way to do a whole lot right now. There we go. Here's the second marked location. This location is marked on your map as being a location of significance from the ancient battle against the Koshin. You sift the debris and find a number of arrowheads, but nothing worth keeping. It's weird how the brigands are buddy-buddy with these guys. I actually also have a Brigand Slayer deed as well, so I see them, I want to take them out too. Make sure I'm going in the correct direction. Yep, that's the correct direction. This is taking me pretty much right near Parth Celebrant. It is right there. You find a small bronze-worked heirloom among the debris. Collected the battlefield map, so bring the map and the heirloom back to Kerdrick. And he's going to be back there at my point, so we'll go ahead and see if there's anything down here. Mystery Deferred is there. We're going to do Change for the Worse, which is fine. I need to find Gada at the abandoned farm. So let's head over to the abandoned farm real quick. Work on a couple of quests at the same time here. Company. What do we got? We got a shadowy. And 2 tattered shadows. That's a great way to start the day. Excuse me, I mean 2 tattered shadows. There we go. Should be about 500 meters. Yeah, a little less than that. That's what I thought. Oh, we're going to pick up this Kalianard Scar. And we'll summon my loyal goose of Gondor. May the enemies fear her quack. Alright, and here's the abandoned farm where Gada is. Now what had happened is Gada came down here after he had a falling out with the leaders of Stangard, because for some reason Stanric, who people thought was in charge, died. And Sithric, who was appointed by someone at Edoras, came by, took over things, and that got people upset. And it finally got to the point where Gada said, you know what? I'm leaving. So we're going to set up a point out here at the abandoned farm. So that's why we're talking to him right now.
What brings you to these lands?
You received my message. That is good that it has come to that is the only good that has come of this mess. You are truly welcome here, my friend. Stanric is dead, and I cannot believe it was an accident. He was as healthy a man as ever walked, and Sithric will not give particulars on how he died. I suspect treachery, so I escaped while I could. Tatwine and one other came with me. Okay, so he's got at least one quest for me.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Thinking ahead. I hope to hold this farm long against the ills that befell Stangard when Sithric arrived. This place can be a haven to all who come here, and I will defend it with my own life. Fortunately, is all well supplied for the coming months, and I've been gathering ore and wood whenever I get a chance. Would you be willing to add some to our stores? Absolutely. And there's Tatwine. We'll go ahead and talk to Tatwine.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Do you see? I have freed myself from Stangard, and your efforts will not have been in vain. I'm a farmer in my heart, and this is where I belong. I do not know if I will ever return to Stangard, but men in Eorlsmere want food, and need only to ask. It has been far too long since crops were grown in these stark lands. Would you care to tend the farm for a while? I find it very tranquil work. And I actually came out here and I planted some crops in an earlier quest line. That's what these glowing areas were. And some of them actually grown between then and now. And I'm helping to pull some weeds and collect some eggs from the chickens. Hey, maybe I should get that goat to come over here and take care of these weeds. What do you think? I think it might be a good idea. I'm not sure about that hound though. I don't think they're very good at it. And here's some of the chicken eggs. Okay, so now let's go out and collect some wood and ore. Now I wonder if it's just regular wood like this. Let's see. No, it is not this. So it's a specific item that will say ore or wood on it or something like right there, wood. It looks like it, but this is the specific wood that he's looking for. And it's only in a specific area, too, so. And there's where the crude ore is, so we'll head up there in a minute. So how are you doing today, Destacardo? You having a good day today? Requested Forbidden Boy. I can understand that. Actually having to read tooltips. Honestly, I still read tooltips to this day. And I've been playing Lord of the Rings pretty much steadily since 2019. And I still read the tooltips. There's 5. And this works for me. Company. Back off. 2 more tattered shadows, ladies and gentlemen. And down there looks like there's the last one I need, so I will grab this wood. Ooh, a rich Kalian art scar. Nice. You don't see too many of those. Let's see, I need 1 more wood. And that's going to be this way. And there it is right there. And there we go. So now we'll head back to the farm. There's top line. We'll go ahead and turn in the farming stuff that we did.
Our mission is dire.
I cannot thank you enough for inspiring me to do this. No matter what the consequences are for my leaving Stangard, I believe that this is right. What you did for us was right. And that is 20 quests in Jarlsmead. I have earned the title Hero of Jarlsmead and some coin. Completed quests within Jarlsmead for 10 LOTRO points. We'll go ahead and see what Gada has to say.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Ah, friend. Hail, friend. Ah, this is a very good supply. I appreciate your efforts on our behalf, as always. And he has a new quest for me.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
The man on the inside. The tower near here has long been under the control of men I do not consider trustworthy. I see many carts of goods enter full and leave empty, things I believe intended for Stangard. A few weeks ago, a long-standing friend of mine was enlisted to join them. Would you be so good as to find out what he knows? I fear to approach the tower, for I am wanted for treason at Stangard. My friend's name is Switholf. Okay, I'll go talk to him. I'm very curious about what's going on in that tower, too. And that's at that tower right there. Ah, there he is right there. Let's hear what he has to say.
What brings you to these lands?
You are a friend of Gada. That as well. I do not feel any kindness toward the happenings surrounding this place, nor toward the men who serve here.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Proof of treason. Gada's concerns are well-founded. There's much going on here that Stanric could not have known about when he was alive, for I am sure he would not have approved. I can let you explore the tower, but I fear to rouse the suspicion of my peers. There's much evidence here of Sithric's dire corruption. Find any such evidence you can and bring it back to Gada. Hopefully it will aid his cause. Fragments of the World. This map of the Great River region is covered with markings and symbols that give me plans for the future. Several key pieces have been ripped off and are currently missing. It's likely that these pieces have been distributed among the guards of the tower. Blue fabric scrap. This blue scrap of cloth strikes you as odd. It does not fit or belong with anything else you've seen the Rohirrim wear. Perhaps there's more to be found that would indicate a possible source of this strange fabric. Nothing. Found one of the map fragments, and I'm being watched. Nothing interesting in this chest. Interrupted, yep. When I'm being watched, they won't let me do anything. Found 2 of the map fragments. Found 3 of the map fragments. Four. Looks like I found the last one. Guider will want to hear the symbols and drawings on the assembled map. Flag. This flag is used by archers to determine range of wind conditions of their targets so they can adjust their aim. Such flags are likely placed in fields around the tower, so you should look for them from the parapets. This is a good place to look for flags. Okay. Gotta be intrigued to hear that the defenses are aimed against Stangard. That is very interesting. Not finding any evidence of betrayal, though. Maybe there's something out here? Nope, something inside the towers. I'll do one more casual search and then I'll go look up the wiki and see what I need to find. That's one of the websites that I highly recommend for people who play Lord of the Rings online. If they're having issues with the quest or trying to find things out, I highly recommend that they check out the LOTRO wiki. I'm not seeing anything though. Yep, alright, so let's pop up in the wiki. Something blue. See what we got here. Come on, work with me. Work with me, people. Thank you. Quest, something blue. There it is. In the kitchen on the 3rd floor. Ah. I've figured it out. I was wondering what this door was for. There's nothing of interest in this barrel. How about this barrel of goods over here? No. How about these barrels of goods? No. This keg. And this barrel. Let's go downstairs then. There's these two barrels. Sniffing out a rat. The rat's body is contorted as if it died in pain, but there are no obvious signs of external damage. A green foam around its mouth seems suspicious. Use search for signs of what the rat may have ingested to cause its death. Ah! You found a blue robe, unlike anything you have ever seen. Gata will want to investigate that. But there's the blue robe. Now I need to find the substance that killed the rat. There should be no reason to find a dead rat here. Especially one that has green foam coming out of its mouth. That is very strange. All right. This container has some herbs that could be used to create a poison. None of these glasses stand out to you. A glass on this shelf has a green foam on the bottom. Alright, let's go talk to Swithoff. Hear that experiments with poison are underway. That's not good. I thought the men of Roham had honor.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is everything I had noticed as well. I do not think anything has been missed. I was starting to worry that I was losing my wits, but I believe you reacted as I did.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Evidence of foul play. Gata was right to trust you. I will remain here to keep an eye on this place. Take what you have found back down to the farm and show Gata, for he will be very interested. Let's mount up and head back. And I'm about a little more than halfway through Friend at Riders of Stangard, so we're making progress on our factioning too.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Ah, how interesting. This does not bode well at all, for you found a great deal more dire evidence than I expected. I also picked up, let's see, that is trash, but those are not. And picked up an Anduin Vagabond's bauble. Agility, max morale, and power. And on use, plus 120 agility and 5% crit chance. We'll hold on to that one. Some of these items, by the way, are used to get advanced versions of the items when you have a high enough level of Rider of Stangard. You can tell that because they're all parts of sets. The Mender's Focus, Exemplar's Blessing, and Vagabond's Craft. You get the items from the Riders of Stangard, but I think you need at least Friend or Kindred, I want to say, in order to get the items. And then you need gold and silver tokens of Anduin as well.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
The story behind the death. Now that you've seen our new mission here and carrying on what you began, I hope that you will help me one last time. If I return to Stangard, it will be my death. But I could not serve under such a man as Sithric. Stanric was my commander. I fear that there was treachery involved in Stanric's death, but I cannot go back to investigate. No one will talk to me. They will only arrest me or kill me on sight. I hope that you can discover what really happened. And I definitely want to, too. I've had some involvement with Stanric, and he was a good man. Yeah, I actually do like that. In fact, since I have to head back to Stangard, I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. And right there. I'll use my special hunter return to camp. And now I'm back in Stangard. But over here, the rewards vendors, the Stangard's rewards vendors, I think who I need to talk to.
We travel swiftly, but we will aid you as best we may.
And I want to say ally. Is it ally? Nope. Kindred? Yeah, Kindred, I think. Oh, it's when I get returned to Stangard is a Kindred level. Okay. Oh, I can pick up the guide to Stangard. Let's pick that up right now. And now that will give me a port immediately to Stangard. I didn't realize I thought I needed a higher level to get that. That's good. And there it is right there. Guide to Stangard.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Acquaintance. Friend. Okay, maybe it's over here. Is it Limelight Gorge instance?
Welcome,
yeah,
friend.
here it is. The Limelight Gorge instance vendor. So you can see, because I've got the Vagabond's bauble, I can get the empowered Anduin Vagabond's bauble, which is 119 agility, 300 morale, 22 power, and then on use the bonus. So that's the empowered bundle right there. In order to pick it up, I need Kindred Statings, the heroes of Limelight Gorge. And you can get upgraded rings too. If you get one of the Mender's rings or get the Sage ring, you can upgrade it to the empowered version. And the empowered Vagabond's ring Pretty damn nice. 119 agility, max morale, finesse, and fizz mastery. Very nice. I need kindred status for the Heroes of Blind Light Gorge to get it. And then there's earrings as well, too. There's a base earring, and then there's an empowered earring as well. And you can get the base baubles. If you lost the base bauble, accidentally sold it, you can get another one right here, too. And then I've already gotten all the crafting recipes that I wanted, so... So now let's see who I need to talk to here. Ah, he's near the gate. Let me make sure there's nothing else here that I need to do. There it is. Okay. Oh, talk to my old friend Sabert. Well, we'll see if he's still my old friend.
Our mission is dire.
I'm glad to see you again, my friend. Things are not well here since our good leader passed. How fares Gada? I wish he would return to set things right. Gada told me he suspected treachery in Stanric's death, but I have not the courage to ask anyone. Too many here have grown loyal to Sithric. He wants me to talk to about 5 different people about that. Saba fears the truth and Gada's suspicion of murder, but is afraid to speak of it to anyone.
Aid the Horse Lords.
I do not wish to speak too loudly on this issue, but I do agree with Gada. I was half tempted to leave with him, but I feared the repercussions. Things are worse than ever now, and I think Stanric was trying to stand up to Sithric. That is, right before he died. It is strange, is it not? Yes, it is. Wada once supported Sithric, but begins to suspect corruption and treachery. And this is the skirmish hall. If you're looking, if you've got some marks and medallions that you want to spend, I have a couple. This is where you do it. The Mithril Trader too, if you got some Mithril coin to spare. And the delving missions too. You can pick up delving missions from this part of the world too. I might do some of those once I get high enough level. Just want to double check, make sure there isn't anything I'm forgetting up here. Nope, these are just the armor crafting. So, actually, something I'm going to want to pick up soon will be some of the crafting expertise because they help. And that was weird, those graphic glitches. Alright, so let's mount up and head over to the next area where 4 of the people are that we need to talk to. We'll talk to Uthrad.
Why are you bothering me?
Yo, Sithric is wanting to have words with you. Go on nice and quietly to the lockhouse. Uh-oh. I really did not want to fight him, but I didn't really have a choice. You've knocked the guard unconscious as he tried to arrest you. It would be best to move along quickly.
What business have you with the row you're in?
You again. I would be careful if I were you. I hear Sithric has guards on order to take you in for treason and trespassing. But you asked about Stanric, and indeed it is curious that he died so suddenly, not ill or frail, strong and hale as an ox. I did not see it myself, so I cannot say more. And doesn't know much, but finds it strange that Stanric died so suddenly. I wonder if it's connected to that poison that we found.
What do you need?
Uh-oh. Is that where I need to go next? Let's go on inside. Oh, there's Cithric. I have a feeling there's some... Whoa! Oh, that's weird. I was not expecting that. That's nice to know. Well, let's get back in the game real quick. That was totally unexpected. It'll take a second to clean up the old connection and let me back in. And that sometimes happens. Yeah. Nah. Oh, there's nobody up here. Okay. We'll head out. Alright, so we'll head over here, I guess, and talk to this person next. There he is.
What business have you with the row you're in?
Nobody saw what happened, but Stangard seemed healthy and inspired just before his death. In fact, he kept talking about you. He was trying to motivate people to do what was right and not what was ruled. He felt that the council was too slow to make decisions and Stangard had suffered too long, and it seemed that the men responded very well to his guidance. Then, he was dead. Yeah, that does sound like a very suspicious thing. If he just started to get that way and then died all of a sudden, that does not bode well.
What brings you to these lands?
Cithric ordered guards to arrest you. Why, I've heard nothing of that. And how suspicious that nobody saw Stangard die or even saw him sick. He was in perfect health just the day before. I am beginning to grow roused. This investigation should not stop now.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Circumstances surrounding Stangard's death are most suspicious. Do you not agree? You should investigate his house near the mead hall. If you see anything suspicious, you should by all means investigate further. Just be careful not to be seen. I worry that all Stangard will be seeking your capture. You should move with as much stealth as you can muster. Well, I happen to be saving a whole bunch of items that have plus stealth levels. Like this cloak is +2 stealth. And what else do I got? I think I have an item. Yeah, this item here has +2 stealth. So now my stealth level is 4. I don't know if that's going to mean anything or not, but we'll find out. You have been spotted by one of Sithric's men. You should make yourself scarce until the alarm has died down. Failed. Great. Oh, it's one of these types of quests. Okay, I'm going to have to look this one up because there's probably a certain path that I have to take or a certain thing that I have to do. You've been spotted by one of Sithric's men. Failed an investigation. Yep. And I wonder if they're going to show up on the map here, so I probably will need to... Alright, so obviously the stealth level doesn't matter, so we can go ahead and get rid of those items. Let me take a look at them. Okay.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Okay, it's that house there. Alright. I'm watching for eyes on my map. He seems to be okay. He seems to be... Ah, there's an eye right there. So let's go up this way. And around this way. He's coming this way. Move forward. Oh, all those eyes right there. So let's go around the mead hall. How's that? We'll go around the back side of the mead hall. Let's see if that works. No, he's up here. All right. Don't know if you guys can see it, but in my little map here in the corner, I'm seeing eyes. Those are people that are known friends of Sithric that I need to try to avoid. All right, I got in. You see something glinting on the floor of Stanric's home. It's a key. A key. It might unlock doors in the lock house. And that looks like it. Alright, let's see if I can exit safely. Come out here. Okay, there are still eyes. So where do I need to go now? And now I need to go down that way. Okay. Oh, and there are people down here, too, that are friends of Sithric. So this one's going to get even more interesting. Okay, there's that. Where are you? So far, so good. Damn, Sithric has a lot of friends. I don't like that. Okay, so far, so good. They're clear. Am I clear here? It looks like I'm clear. Okay, let's move on. Let's come over here. Make sure that guy's not going to see me.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Simmer glances from side to side with a look of panic on his face. Sithric tells me I would be committing treason if I tell what passed. You found the hint I left behind, though. Stangard is not dead. Sithric is ordered and kept below. The guards and I were ordered to lock him away, so we did. Sithric said he would have Stangard killed if I did not help, so I complied. Wouldn't have stopped me from righting his wrong, but I cannot believe I have trusted a man such as Sithric. Where is he? There he is.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Shantantra, I cannot believe you found me.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Sithric is a lying, greedy, power-hungry traitor. I must have justice for what was done here. He and I may disagree, but imprisonment and death have never been warranted. Perhaps it is time I stand up for what is really right for Stangard and risk breaking the law at last. Free me from these bonds. Come, my friend. Let us go and end this now. Sithric must pay for what he has done to me. And Stangard.
Sithric, emissary of Theoden, rules in Stonric's place among rumors of foul play, and Stangard lies in disarray.
Stangard is free, and now Sithric must pay for his crimes.
Our mission is dire.
Free at last. I thank you. I cannot believe the gall of Sithric for now, more how deep corruption runs in his veins. It is time to take back my city. It appears that I am further in your debt. Sithric and his guards must have given me a sleeping draught. He could not bear that we were being productive again. Before I throw him in the stocks, I want to know why. Why is he here? Why has he gone to such lengths to cripple us completely? I am weak, but I hope you will help me. It is time to take back Stangard and win the hearts of my men. Will you join me?
What brings you to these lands?
Go and rally the men, and I will make my way to the mead hall to confront Sithric. The men are often in the inn at this time of night. Meet me at the mead hall when you can. I don't have the strength to fight Sithric alone now. I have not eaten or slept since I was locked up down here. Wants to rally the men of Stangard while he makes his way to the mead hall. There we go. Oh, I had to wait till they finished their discussion.
What brings you to these lands?
But, Shantantra, what are you doing here? Sithric has men looking for you at this very moment. You should run. Why have you returned, my friend? It must be urgent if you are risking so much. Sure no one else is here. Nope, okay. I cannot use that. Oh, must have to go... Can I use that? No, then... Oh, okay. I had to wait. I had to wait until they finish all their discussions.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
I must ask to borrow your strength this night. It looks to me like Cethric does not intend to go down without a fight. And hold on 1 second, please, before we get started. Okay. Let's see if we can take down Cethric. You shall never get away with what you did, Cethric. We now have witnesses to your lies. Thanks. By the law of Theoden King, I demand that you arrest all of them. Kill them if you must. We will defend Stanric. Fight well. Well, come on. Do something. What about you? You got the guts? Ah! Treason! Do you think you will find mercy at Edoras when you are tried by Grima for your defenses? Forgive me. It's okay, I won't kill you. I'll just knock you unconscious. You will all pay. Ah! One shot.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
You did it. Cethric will be locked up in his proper place, for his proper place is in a prison. Stangard will be made right at last, and it is all thanks to you. There's nothing left for you to help with. You have freed us from Cethric's mad corruption at last. Cheers. Looks like he's inside the, and all the men are right back where they belong. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. And there he is right there.
What brings you to these lands?
You have my gratitude and the lasting friendship of Stangard for what you have done. You will always be welcome among the men of Stangard. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. I hope to see more of you here at Stangard, for things will be improving again for my men, no matter what the consequences with the king. Level 50 tracery, some legendary item experience, 500 rep, and I can get the Helm of the Falsely Bound, but it's way less than what I need, so we'll just grab the silver tokens.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
A troubling delay. Do you have a moment? In all of our recent turmoil, there's something that completely escaped my memory. To the east lies Parth Celebrant, and more importantly, one of my men, Brayford. I sent him out with a peasant to gather reeds for Stangard, but he has yet to return. Brayford means well, but sometimes he fails to see the importance of small tasks. It mean a great deal to me if you would track him down. He should be in a small camp in the northern Parth Celebrant, just outside Stangard. And I've actually already kind of jumped ahead and done some of those quests, so we'll go talk to him, and then we'll go ahead and continue back on in that area of the world. And that tracery can be used because it's at level 50. And we'll just go ahead and sell those items. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And what's my Riders of Stangard faction at 2? Now, friend, almost. Almost kindred.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
We'll tab the... We'll grab the fast horse and head over back to Parth Celebrant.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Of course, Sandrick would send someone. And of course, I've already done the quest because I've already moved along. This is just to catch me up to it. But it looks like Cedric here. Now, we'll get back to the epic quest. This is Book 6, Chapter 9, Ancient Battlefield. This is when I was out there and I had to go to those 3 marked sites, especially one near Parth Celebrant proper, and find information about the last battle.
What is this? What have you found?
Cedric takes the bronze-worked heirloom you found among the debris at one of the battlefield locations and turns it around in his hands. You found this among the rocks. The year has not been kind to it. See how the bronze is bent here and here. A weapon did most of the work on it, and time did the rest. I cannot tell what this used to be. Perhaps a decorative addition to a helmet? This gives us no advantage as far as I can see, but it is instructive to think of the things we leave behind. Was this Gondorian? Or from a helm of Eorlingus? Or was it Easterling in make? 500 years later, we cannot tell. Perhaps I will give it to my wife when I return to Rohan. She will be so proud of her Cedric for bringing her such an interesting item. I am sorry, Shandra. I became quite distracted. While you were away, I received word from a scout in the Rushgore of strange happenings in that swampy land. Find Edbrit at Eccles Camp, southeast of here on the edge of the Rushgore, and see what has happened. And I think that's going to catch me up to where Bingo Boffin. Because I have a quest enter the Eastlings. Talk Bingo at the outermost of Ethelberg on the edge of the Brownlands. And I think that's going to take me to the same place. Yeah, just about. So we'll start with the Mystery Deferred, since that's the first part, and there's a second, and there's the third. So Mystery Deferred is probably Edomar and his men. So that's where we'll head first. But I think I better get buffed up, because it's going to get a little difficult around here. And I mean, I'm still working on some of these Brigand Slayers, so. And how far away is it? It's 200 meters away. Yeah, we'll just stay on foot for that. Company? Uh-oh. Mournful. Got to turn him around because he has a short reign. Back off. Back off. There we go. Got him. 6 more tattered shadows. And that was the kind that's designed for a small fellowship. When do you start seeing those? I'm on Angmar too. I think I saw my first one sometime around level 10, I want to say. They started off easy, and then they started amping up really hard. And I wasn't prepared, and I lost my level 20 title. Because I died at like level 15 or so. You see a Rawhorn soldier on the ground nearby. Perhaps this is one of Idamar's men? Invaders on the field. To arms. That's not good. Were they taken by the Oathbreakers? There they are. And we'll go ahead and we'll use the campsite and fire and go ahead and bind here so I can get back here quickly. And here's Idamar right here.
What brings you to these lands?
Greetings, stranger. I am Idamar, captain of the Watchers of Parth Celebrant. What brings you here? Idamar accepts the reeds and puts them aside. He then looks suddenly stone-faced as you relay your tale. Dead at the hands of a spirit. This bodes poorly for us. You see, my men and I have been investigating a matter which we wish to keep as much secret as possible. Here, take your wage for providing us these wreaths. Briefer will be disciplined for shirking his duties again. Allow me a moment, and I shall tell you more. Scouting the shadows and whence they came. We'll start with scouting shadows.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
I had hoped it would not come to this, but you already know most of it. Parth Celebrant had been overrun by Oathbreakers, but we have no idea who they are or why they have returned. These spirits only appeared here days ago, and my men and I were sent to investigate before things got out of hand. The folk of Stangard were not informed of this matter, but now we have a problem just outside of our gates. If you would help, I would have a task for you. Head to the north and east on the road. One of my men, Medwide, is out there scouting them out. Speak with him and see if you can find out who these spirits truly are. I can do that. And whence they came.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
It is certain that these Oathbreakers are a danger to the people of Stangard, and we must make clear the road for our scouting missions into the Rushgore. These spirits are lost and confused. The best we can offer them is a swift return to rest. They've appeared all across the field, so you can find them about the east and west of here. I cannot afford word of the situation reaching Stangard, or worse, Edoras. Go. He wants me to defeat 8 champions and 8 archers. And head to the northern camp. So we'll head over this way first because this is where the bulk of the Oathbreakers are. And I can pick up a few brigands too. Oh no, a banded coffer. What am I going to do? I actually kind of like the wraiths. I think it's a nice little touch. It kind of adds a little bit of fun, especially for the streams, because you don't know when to expect them. You don't know when they're going to show up. So you've always got to be on your toes. You've always got to be buffed up. You've always got to be prepared for a foe, and sometimes it can be even tougher than one you imagine. I need more archers. And we'll take out a few of these champions because I do have a... there is a deed for them, so... There's 5. Can't wait to be able to fight them. Like I said, I enjoy it enough. I'm currently sitting on... What am I sitting on real quick here? Sitting on 4 Morgul coins. Those you get from dropping like the Bane of Ruhan, the Blackblade of Lebanon and such. And I'm currently sitting on 206 Tattered Shadows. I've been using them a lot for different things. And even if you don't like them, like if you're starting a low-level character and you want a kind of like a mini break from fighting them for a little while to get your character geared up, you can spend 100 Tattered Shadows, and for 10 days you can get a bauble that will nullify any of the roaming Nazgul from appearing. You can't summon them for 10 days. Which I think is kind of neat. I'm glad they put that in for people who really don't want to deal with them. Like I said, the only problem is you've got to get 100 Tattered Shadows first. So. But it's still nice. See, I still need 1 more archer. Well, let's go ahead and clear this area here. So I can snipe this chest. And there's the last archer I need. Oh, and getting that 1 archer gave me 2. It completed 2 deeds. 20 quests in Earlsmead and 100 shades in the Great River. Let me go ahead and get out of here to safety. And we'll go ahead and look at those quests and see what I picked up. So I completed defeating shades in the Great River. I now have the advanced, which is 200 shades. And I picked up 5 LOTRO points. Nice. So we'll go ahead and turn in whence they came before we head over to the campsite.
Will you aid the horse lords?
I thank you. Well, I'm not certain that the spirits will remain at rest, and that any respite from their fate must bring them joy. Alright, so now we'll head over here. There we go. We'll head over this way, and we'll scout the Northern Oathbreaker camp. Also, some of the other rewards you can get from them at some of the higher levels and higher, because you actually, as you fight them, you'll build a reputation with Amelia. And right now, I'm currently kindred with her. But as you go up in ranks of, when you go up with her like this, from friend, from acquaintance and so forth, you get access to better items, including set items. And the set items also have not only spirit shadow resistance, but fear resistance as well, which is what a lot of the Nazgul, actually fight. As you approach the nearby Oathbreakers, you hear the voice of a man coming from somewhere nearby.
Hi.
Ah, Medwine.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Idamar sent you? We have little time for introductions. I, along with another scout, were sent to observe the Shades and discover their origins. I think we have found ourselves out of position. The Oathbreakers are needlessly violent. I was chased away this morning when I moved closer. They wear a white tree, such as the men of Gondor. But how can that be? That is a matter for another time, though. I do not know what brings you to Parth Celebrant, but if Idamar sent you, you must be willing to help. Please, scout the camps to the east and the west of Idamar's camp. We need to know how many of these spirits we are dealing with. And the other quest he has...
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Every attempt I've made to converse with these Oathbreakers has ended in violence. These men must have committed some sort of treacherous crime. Elsewise, they would not have returned. Most have nothing coherent to say, but I have heard the whispers of 3 names. Methoron, Tinius, and Camlan. Perhaps they might have insight as to why their men have returned. I have never been able to get close enough to speak to them, so you'll probably have to fight your way to them. Be careful. Well, since I'm working on a deed for them, doesn't hurt for me to get rid of them.
Joy boy here.
Well, there's Melothron. We'll go ahead and talk to him first. As you acquire the Oathbreaker's attention, he glares in your direction.
Another. Why will you not leave us be?
Metheron's face contorts into a rage.
The might of Gondor shall fall upon you.
That does not bode well. All right. We'll now go ahead and confront Tinius. Shadowy. And he drops. And one of the things that I've noticed too, Destacardo, is that the more that you kill, the faster they appear. So if you really want to find them, just start killing everything and anything you can find. You've got the East Camp, you notice a moderately sized force of Oathbreakers. And here's Phineas here. Upon noticing you, the Oathbreaker appears puzzled.
I am Phineas, captain of the Eastern Front. What purpose do you have coming here?
You question the Oathbreaker about his curse.
We did not think anyone would find out, but Lord Kyrian did, and he made certain we would never forget what we had done. What need have you for this? Do you only seek to torment us more?
Wow. What did they do? And I wonder if they're related to the Men of the Dead that Aragorn is heading in this way to engage. I'm probably going to be finding them often. I kill anything in the journey between quests. Awesome. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, as you can tell, I like avoid most of my fights. I don't worry about it. I'm just kind of like, la 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 la. So let's see what's in here. Ooh, Marsh Avant. Oh, okay. This isn't it. But we'll go ahead and pick up the stable while we're here. This is Elcliff's camp.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
We'll pick up the stable here. I'm not going to worry about the Mindstone or the campsite, Maelstone or the campsite fire yet. But I can at least get back there from any other stable nearby. That's where, yeah, I want to work on Camlin. He's 500 away, so we'll have to head over there. The other nice thing about killing everything in sight is I get more supplies for my crafting. As well as more coin. Okay, so we're now going to confront Camlin. Yep. As you scout the west camp, you notice a white tree adorning the garb of the Oathbreakers. Yeah, men of Gondor. But now I'm very curious as to what they did. Okay, he's over this way. $54 of 100, so I'm making 54 200, so I'm making progress. One of the things that I find helps with a lot of these deeds is I've got a skill and slayer deed accelerator. So normally it cuts in half what I need. And there's Camlin here. As you approach Camlin, he looks visibly upset.
You have invaded our lands and slaughtered my men, and yet you expect me to speak with you? The frivolity of your charge is matched only by your foolishness. The fate that befell us is ours alone to face. What right have you to dishonor the dead?
Ooh. Very interesting. Okay, so let's head back to Inamar and turn in these 2 quests that I've got. That should take me pretty far into the deed. Shades in the Great River is now up to 82. That's good. So we're making some progress. So let's hear what Idamar has to say now. We'll turn in Scouting Shadows first.
What brings you to these lands?
A white tree. Both you and Medwine have seen this? I do not believe it. They must be men of Gondor. But why would they have returned? The battle fought on this field long ago was a victory that granted to our kindred all of Rohan. What purpose would these spirits return? This is very puzzling. Give me a moment to consider our situation. And we'll go ahead and...
Mission is dire.
The Oathbreakers of Parth Celebrant. I take it your dealings with the Oathbreakers did not go well. Yet one mentioned Kyrian. These men must have fought for Gondor at the Battle of the Field of Celebrant. Long ago, our forebearer, Eorl, led Kyrian to victory after arriving to save his forces from an onslaught of terrible Easterlings. It was a glorious moment in our past and paved a way for the formation of Rohan. But how did these men become to be cursed? That battle was won and Gondor was saved. Take this. I think we need to approach this differently now. Yeah, I think so. How do you want to approach it, though?
Depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
A matter of honor. I think I have a plan. You have been a great aid thus far, and you should be the one to take up this charge. They must have a leader nestled deep within their forces. Judging by the size of the force, I would guess that he lurks amongst the spirits of his men to the west. Here, take this, a symbol of my people. Hopefully he can recall the battle and remember that the horsemen of the north once saved his people from certain defeat. Find out what he knows of the curse and why his men have returned, if you can. I can only hope he has more to say than the others. Okay. Alright, so let's head over there and see what we can find out. A shadowy. That was an 8,000 point hit. That was a critical hit. 4,000 light damage. And then I did a devastating hit for 6,000. So that's how you take him out. There we go. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. Ah! You notice a skull impaled and pinned by a nearby tree as a wave of dread passes over you. Okay, here's that brittle skull. As the jaw of the skull crumbles, a ghostly figure appears nearby. Doran.
Why have you come here, outsider? Do you too seek to pilfer the lost riches of the field? Or are you just here to revel in my anguish? No matter. Any conflict between you and me is without cause. If you strike me down, I shall always return until I atone for my actions. If I strike you down, your journey ends. Nothing is accomplished for either of us should this turn to violence. Know this. I seek redemption, for it was my actions that brought this terrible curse upon us, and my actions have betrayed my lord Kyrian in his time of need. I see the sigil that you hold, and I know the men who have sent you. You may learn of my curse in time, but first, there are enemies among us that need to be dealt with.
Interesting.
The fate that befell me and my men is more frightful than any the living can imagine. The decision I made that day long past will haunt me for however long I remain in this realm. I can no longer control my men. That much is clear to me. Our once strong force is broken. most of them driven mad by the passing of the years, while others still foolishly revel in the riches that cursed us. To the south, brutish men have gathered and seek to pilfer the relics of this land. It disgusts me that they have remained mostly beneath the notice of your allies. Return to whoever sent you here and alert them of their foolishness.
And he has another quest for me.
Before you go, I have one more thing to ask of you. I have sent you to request the aid of the Horse Lords. Should they fail to move against these invaders, I demand action be taken. These wicked men have invaded our land, and such a difference to their occupation is intolerable. Travel to the south and find them in their camp. Give them no quarter.
Okay. I guess so. And there's one of them right there. Let's go back and talk to Inamar first, and then we'll head to that camp. He'll probably have one or two other things for me to do there. And a shadowy. And there's two more tattered shadows. There we go. Looks like there's somebody new here. Oh, Medwine showed up. Well, let's go ahead and turn in this quest to Idmar first.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Idmar listens to you as you tell the tale of Doran and his cursed forces. So, he is aware of the brigands to the south? Interesting. We know of them, but our attempts to root them out have been fruitless as of yet. Perhaps it is time for us to take action against them. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I am sure that this is not the last of our dealings with Doran and his men. And he has a new quest for me.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Securing our past. I believe it is time that we dealt with these brigands. They've been plaguing us for some time now, and recently they amassed a sizable force. Turmoil within Stangard has prevented us from launching a proper assault on their camp, but you may be able to aid us with that in that regard. We know that they have been stealing a large number of relics from Parth Celebrant and bringing them to their camp in south of here. I wager the Oathbreakers have startled the brigands even more than they have us. There can be no better time to press the attack. I will send word to Stangard to gather more support. As for you, fight your way into their encampment to retrieve the relics. These men deserve no such treasure and will pay dearly for their crimes. Very gladly. And let's hear what Medwine asks of me.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Frightening the steeds. If you have a moment, I would like a word with you. For my part, I have seen several brigands traveling by horse between the Rushgore and Parth Celebrant. We cannot allow them to rally with my other forces they have outside of the field. Return to their camp to the southwest and frighten their horses. With enough luck, we will trap them on the field and have little trouble rounding up the stragglers. That sounds good. But I do believe, though, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good stopping place, so I'm going to have to call an end to my stream for today. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me. We had a great time. We helped out a lot of people, killed a lot of Nazgul, saved Stangard from Sithric, who is working for Grima Wormtongue. Remember that name. It may become important later on. And we're now working with the warriors near Parth Celebrant. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. My next scheduled stream will be this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. And you can also follow me every day on my YouTube channel, where I help to take care of a bunch of cat chickens and I walk some dogs. And I like to share what happens. So again, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you, Destacardo, and thank you, everyone. Take care, and I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye, my friends.